Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, happy Friday. We have been green for the week. We haven't had a red day yet. Today, I know SPY already broke that 500 along with ES and futures. It broke that all time highs on ES. So let's just pop over to ES really quickly so everybody could see. These right here were all time highs on ES. We cracked above it, broke it. We didn't hold it, but we are reacting off of this level here, and it's starting to bounce. What I'm looking for a move up higher, which would correlate to ES on SPY, would be a break and hold above this 500 for a move back into this 501, 502 level. So break and hold above here. I see confirmation for actual another leg up. Now look for a move up into this 501 all the way up to this 502. If we get weak on SPY, I would need this to see at least below 498 all the way down here. Immediate, just to start looking into some puts. Just because this whole area here, 498 to 500, it already broke it, so it could make this whole area here into support. So that's my levels on SPY. That's what I'm looking at. Now let's go over the watch list really quickly. We are looking at coin break and hold above this 145. If not, come down and bounce in this area here, in this 135 to 137 level. Net. Browning has been calling out net for a long time. As you know, he got into some uh, net contracts, net cons, and everything yesterday, and he just left the runner. So what we're looking for here on the post earnings is a break and hold above this 118, or for it to come back down into this little pocket of demand for that 100 to 102 level for a move back up to the highs. Disney, as you know, we played Disney yesterday. We are looking for Disney to come into this demand here, 105 to 106. You could get in a little bit lower. There is some support at this 104.8, and not exactly that 105, all the way up to this 106, that whole little area right there. Or a break and hold above 113. And I just have SPY here because I'm not really looking at anything else. But these three stocks, including SPY. All right. I'll go over this watch list again in about 5 minutes, right before the open. But I'm about to just go on mute, have some coffee, and I'll see you guys back up in about 5 minutes. All right, we are back. Um, I was just looking around. I like IWM. I've have liked IWM above this 200, so I just had an alert. Especially since ES broke these highs, and it could potentially come back up. But as you see, it's starting to fade now, but still holding this 499 level. So, which is why I set up that alert on IWM. And I was starting to look at Netflix and Mara just to see where things were at. Um, I was just curious to see where it is. I did like that 580, but you could potentially grab a entry here at this 570. As you see, it's kind of like just stuck around here. 570 for a move up into this 575, potential 580. A little bit more of a high risk trade there, but it's definitely something to watch. As you see, it's been stuck in this channel. Let's go back to the hourly so you can see it a little bit better. It's been stuck in between here. Every time it's tried to break it, it's come back down. So break and hold above this 570 would be nice. You could catch that move up to 575, potential 580. It's a higher risk to reward ratio there. Um, Something to watch. Something to watch for sure. Let's go over the watch really quickly again. With coin, break and hold 145, bounce levels 135, 137, net bounce 100, 102, break and hold above 118. Disney bounce 104.86 to 106, break and hold above this 113. SPY is starting to really fade now. Let's see if buyers jump in within this 1 minute of the open. Let me put down the volume on the TV. I'm watching CNBC. We're about 3 minutes to the open. Excuse me, a minute to the open. All right, everybody. And 30 seconds. Get those contracts ready. Get everything ready. We got 5 seconds till this opens up. It's Friday. Protect your capital. We've been trading really good so far this week, so don't jump in on anything crazy. Wait for confirmations. Your SPY testing pre-market low. Coin starting to pull back. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Put you up on YouTube, uh, on Discord.
Yeah, hopping on both. Here comes Net. Net's looking
Yeah, no,
to break
I'm just looking
these
at
highs.
looking to sell. I'm just waiting to sell. I'm probably just gonna put it at five just to sell it at $5. Um,
I like SPY down here, but let's see how this candle closes.
Option strategy had it that it should be at like $6, but lies.
I'm starting to like spy for a move up higher. We'll grab some starters here at 95.
Well, spy.
Yeah, spy calls.
I might follow you on that. Let me see. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out what I should even. Oh yeah, let me pop up Coin Amara. They were freaking booming pre-market. Um,
I'm looking for a little quick pop on spy. These are starters.
I want to follow that trade. Let me see. Let me put spy up. I gotta hurry up. Oh, it's moving.
We're up about 5%
This
now.
day, this day,
We're looking for a break of
I
this
mean,
499.
no
It's a quick little
DTE,
scout. No DTEs. Quick scout.
no DTEs.
A break of 499 real quick. That's what we're looking for. It's high risk. This wasn't on the game plan.
$500 break.
Yeah.
That's got a few like $60 not $60 cars. I think it was $500
Here we
call
go.
actually.
Here's
Yeah,
a break.
$500 call.
Here's a break right here. Ah, thought it was about to break just now.
I see Microsoft trying to help it.
Yep. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. We just broke it. That's 10%. That's 10% right there. Take those trims. Take those trims right there. That's 10%. Can't be mad at 10%. That's 12%. Take those.
Yeah, how come? Did I get this week's? Mine's are not really moving too much.
All right, that was a quick little scalp. 10%. Really quick to get the day started.
Mm, my these $150, $500 calls. Mine's at least ain't. Previously they moving too much. They move up. They went from 60 to 65. Way to go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Palantir with some nice wicks.
Yeah. If you're still in those calls, spy calls, high entry, high risk entry, you should be up about 10% still. So definitely start to look to take profit here. There's the balloon right there.
And there it is.
That's 15% if you were still holding. Please just take these profits. You don't know where this is going. It was a high risk entry if you're still in. Especially on zero
Me not yet.
DTEs. Remember, our job is to protect capital. We've been on a 4-day winning streak so far. Your job is to protect capital. And this is why you take profit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly why you do.
We were in at 95. Those contracts hit a high of 115, if I'm correct, which would have been 20%. Now you're back at pretty much break even and below that 499.
I kind of like net base in here. Let me go put the chart up.
Yeah, and that looks good.
Alright,
I wanted a little lower. I wanted to retest this 100.
100, 102.
Yeah, from that aftermarket hours base.
Yeah. Damn, I was gonna look at SMCI, but I'm sure they're bidding ass is probably why. I do have them up in my chart though.
Oh, I don't have them. Let me pull them up since you have them up. Yeah, they're up there. You know those contracts are always inflated.
Yeah,
That's the only problem. It's like I trading it is nice, but those contracts is just the spread. Fuck you.
I'm disgusted.
It's like every time I take profit on SMCI, I'm always like, just take that sigh of relief.
Yeah, it's like the same thing when I used to trade. Even though I used to trade them good, Dick Sporting good, and a little bit UNH, definitely Eli Lilly and Regeneron used to have horrible spreads. Horrible spreads.
Here comes net, starting to curl back down. Spy's looking good. It's holding this 499, but again, we took that quick little 10% profit just to start the day. I usually don't trade the first 5 minutes. It's very, very rare that I took that. So I hope you followed and took that 10%. But net, just a little bit lower, and we'll get into some starters. Net contracts I will be looking at is the 110s, either 110s or 115s. One of those two. The 110 spreads are a little bit much, along with the 115s, but we'll see how it is when it comes down a little lower. Spy's defending that 499, but it could flip either way.
Palantir is pretty much dying. Pawn is holding. Microsoft is just slowly creeping up.
You said pawn.
Yeah, told him pretty well.
It's holding nicely on that 370.
Microsoft is just holding. But Palantir's starting to react off these lows a little bit too.
24 would be my area of interest for Palantir. I'd love to
I might
see it
scalp some
break
net
below
calls here
24.
just cause.
You said net calls? I'll
Yeah,
focus
I
on that.
might. I'm gonna see what Q's. Yeah, I might get into them. I see Q's trying to at least get closer to VWAP. I'm looking at 112, 113. I did fill in some light position on 113. I was gonna get the 112s.
If you're still in SPY, you are up above 10% on those 499 0 DTE calls. We got in at 95. Contracts are at 108. That's more than $10 a contract. That's more than 10%. Take it. Do not bag hold 0 DTEs. Either trim or take the profit. But if it breaks 499.2, I believe I mean, we should have room up to that 500. But we'll see what happens. Here comes coin. I'd like to see it break and hold above that 145. Not taking anything.
Was I gonna hit?
That was a nice move on scalp. I mean, on net.
I know I'm trying to close that two right now. Getting at 150, trying to close that two.
Beautiful.
$2. It's at one. The ass is jumping around. I think it just filled. Nope, it didn't. Switch it to 195. The ask is at $2. Oh nope, it filled at two. Great.
For
Yep, I'll take that right there. I know. I feel
there
like
you
it could
go.
go higher, but I'm just gonna play safe.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
From $50 a con.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll do the same thing. That's what I felt about with Spy, but I was like, it's 0 DTEs. Give me that quick 10%. This thing could just easily reverse.
And yeah, exactly right, and that's exactly what I was trading at 0 DT. So it's like there's no point in even really trying to risk it, you know. Even though, like I said, I do see Q's hitting VWAP,
Mm-hmm.
which will have most of the other tech stocks that's lagging either get close to VWAP or hit it too. And net
Coin
is
is approaching. Sorry to interrupt you.
let me put no, go ahead. I'm about to put that in the chart. I had Mara up. I have you up too. Unity, watch Unity. They're up pretty nicely.
I'll
I
watch
thought they
Unity. I didn't.
reported or something, but I think it's just some unusual option activity because of all the Apple Vision Pro videos.
I didn't chart them, but I didn't chart them last night or this morning. But
Okay.
it's looking like it's forming a cut up into this 35, which was 35 to 35.50 for resistance. So I'd like to see it break and hold above that, or potentially
Coin, right?
probably you
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Unity.
Let me see.
If you look at
I
it
haven't
on
charted them
the
in a
hour,
while. Yeah, I haven't, and I have them in my long term, but
but
I have them in one of my small accounts long term. Yeah, I do see that it is kind of forming a big cup to 35.
yeah,
So
I'll,
30 might be good call to 35, or wait to see a reaction of a put on 35.
I'm gonna wait to see that reaction. I'm gonna set an alert at 34.70. That way I can
Here
keep
we
my
go.
eye
Let's
on other
go. Let's
things.
go.
Damn net.
Microsoft hit a
Fuck.
all-time high. I know. I still have that one call that I swung from yesterday, so I'm not really.
Fuck.
You know, I want that to hit five. I had $5 on it. It hit to 455.
I just needed it to come
So
down a
now
little bit lower.
I did switch my limit sell on the one that I swung through ER from $5 to 450 because it hit the highs were 455. I might take a $4 exit.
I just needed it to come down a little bit lower. Why did it do that? left me at the station.
Coin is hitting VWAP. Nvidia's testing all time. That might be actually no, it's not all time highs, but it's testing days highs.
The cons
Con
I'll
is
look at
rising.
for coin will most likely be the 145s. I'll most likely go in the money if it breaks and holds above 145. If not, the 147s.
Con is flexing here a little bit, just a little bit, but just enough to say, hey, let's rise all ships, man. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Nvidia's reached pre-market highs. It's already made a new day's highs at what's making new day's highs right now.
Yeah, I mean, it came down and retested that 369, 370 uh,
Yep.
previous levels.
And
Just wicked.
Wick 369. Yeah.
What a engulfing on the hourly. It's beautiful.
On
On
pawn.
pawn, yeah. That's
Yeah.
if you look at the hourly, that's the hour. That's the type of hourly candle you love to see.
That's how you know the Bulls definitely got. I mean, the Bears got taken to the woodshed.
Yep.
It's like
Those contracts, those 499 calls, they burned premium, especially on 0 DTEs, but you should still be up a little bit over 10%. You should be at like 12, 13% around there. Because the
what
contracts are at
what
like
strikes did you
110.
get?
I got the 499s.
Yeah, those moved way better than the 500. The 500 stayed at like I literally got out at $5 per con, and I probably got like a little bit in later than you, but they, for some reason the 500s were not moving, so I just got out. I got out right before that red bar, right before the
Mm,
dip actually.
yeah.
I just got out.
Yeah, it
But
was
hey,
for me. It was either the 498 or the 499s when it was right below that 499. But I did have a feeling it was gonna do a little pop after that morning pullback, but I don't know. It's in kind of like no man's land right now. It's like in the middle of a jump shot. You can't really do anything either. You can't really go up or go down. You're like literally in the middle.
yeah, Microsoft hit I think new all-time highs and then kind of rejected it. I want don't quote me. Yes, no all-time highs I believe.
Damn, I'm just
Then
looking
just
at net,
retraced it back a dollar.
bro. Like
Look
I
at
just
Palo Alto Network. I need more shares.
377 for Palo Alto.
That's beautiful.
That is wonderful. I got them on long term, but I would have loved to day traded that if I didn't even chart them. Just got
Yeah,
them for long
cyber's
term.
in play, man.
Fuck.
It's been a cyber week, bro.
That's
Cyber's been killing
that's
it.
exactly what we
What
were
was it?
talking
Cyber
about.
art,
Cyber and
Fortinet.
semis.
Yup.
Damn.
Trading punches.
But this pawn literally slipped through my like cracks because I mean I have them on my long term and I usually chart my long term normally. But that definitely slipped through my
I'm gonna
cracks. Fuck.
put up
That would
some
have been
cons up
beautiful.
for coin.
Coin failed that
Didn't mean to,
145 heavily.
didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good. You good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to say I'm putting some cons up. I'm just watching it. I'm just putting it up as I see. Maybe a little VWAP test on SPY and Qs, but I'm gonna see if coin gets a little reaction. Like if it gets a little bit lower and gets like kind of a double, triple test, but with higher lows. That's why I like it. It made a lower low, made the lowest low pretty much at the second 1 minute bar, and then all the other lower lows like higher.
Mm. You're on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what it looks like on the 5 minutes, but
On the five, that last red candle engulfed that move up to that 145. So I want to
yeah,
see it to come down to this 135. But honest,
mm,
I don't think I'm gonna take that 137 initial entry. We'll see how we start reacting. But I'm not gonna take that immediately off of that 137 like I normally would. I might take it closer to this 135, even 133 in all reality. We'll see what happens here.
SMCI is up 5%. I hate that because I literally that like Regeneron. I remember Regeneron and Eli Lilly when it was like in the hundreds, like a while ago. I wanted to trade both of them, and then I remember Eli Lilly had it like penned up and everything, and I did not trade it because of the wide bid ass price, and
That's always their
that would
problem.
have
Is
hit
that
me.
wide bid ask. You could like just those shares would be beautiful, but those wide bid ask is why we tend to not really touch it because that's it's just annoying.
And the crazy thing is, like talking about shares, like just being into shares, I literally thought about like buying shares of Net yesterday. Like I was gonna just close my open position. I have a position in open, and I just always had them because I've been waiting for Zillow to get so like low enough, and then I
Mm-hmm.
just said, you know what, I'm just gonna get in the open because their iBuying is actually doing a lot better than Zillow. Actually, Zillow scratched most of their iBuying, because they just I don't know their algorithm was not pricing in the houses at good prices. They had too much inventory,
That's a good
so
hold on coin,
I
by the
wasn't.
way. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
oh, well, I gotta go back. See, I just started moving around on my other charts. I was watching it and I wanted to see it to get a little lower, and then it did kind of make a lower low, but it wicked it.
Yeah, that's a very good hold. I know you were looking at coin. That's why I just jumped on it.
No, good thing you said it because I literally just I started jumping out from like I got double charts of like pretty much every other sector, so I was just kind of jumping around from like sector to sector.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little better and keep my charts just on one screen, but I do have my iPad with other screens that I don't show. I only show the four that I have here, and then like one or two maybe. I mean, this is probably the max that I've had open just to like kind of go around. But I have more charts. I have Netflix on the left and stuff like that. But
Oh, I got all the charts up right
oh,
now.
I
I
know
already
you
got the
do.
dual.
Last time I went over there, I was like, damn. I go
I mean,
crazy
I
with
even
three.
got the I even got the iPad up. That one I don't normally always have up, but today I do have the iPad up. So I have like the MacBook, the iPad, and I have those linked, so I can just move the mouse right to iPad to MacBook, and then I also have the dual screens on the PC.
Yep. I just pulled up SPX just to see where we're at. I mean, we're just over 5,000. It looks like we're still squeezing.
Oh, right now we might get it.
Yeah.
I look in the videos helping it out. Apple's helping it out.
Every time I hear in a video, I just hear your voice. When in doubt, and the video will help you out.
The video, yo, you don't even know how many times I traded it like 3 times yesterday. I created an account that I shouldn't even trade in my Robinhood account. I'm like,
Oh,
I
that's
was like, you know
wild.
what? I'm trading it, and I had to weather like a small dip, like a 10% dip. Bought the dip, and then just I literally started pounding my chest like if I was Matthew McConaughey, and it came
Hmm.
through. I think I
Damn,
might get into
SMCI.
coins still. Yeah,
I'm gonna be a
I
little
might
bit more
scalp.
patient since I already scalped that little open spy. And for the past month, Fridays have been very unforgiving for me.
Hate that damn coin made the move. I was just about to enter. Fuck.
That's how I
I
feel
was just
about
about
Net.
to enter.
Net and Coin
I had a
left us at the station. Well, Coin Net didn't leave you at the station. Coin did, but both of
nah, I
those
didn't
left me
leave
at
me.
the station.
It was either that or Microsoft because I'm like, if Apple's helping, Microsoft's gonna join. But obviously, coins at a lower level, even though it's higher and like throughout the market, like I'm saying, after the aftermarket move,
Yeah.
pre-market, I mean. But Palantir, damn coin, fuck man. I was about to get in at $1, and now they're at $1.50 already.
We have 130 data. 130 Fed talk, not data, excuse me. Other than that, we are open. No 10 o'clock, no 10:15, 10:05, no data, nothing.
That's a 50% move, bro. real quickly that I could have just made. Jeez.
That's how beautiful coin moves.
I, oh my gosh, that kind of made me just take my thing. Like, 'cause it's not even a crazy move. Damn, I was just about to get in Palantir and it's moving
No,
too.
Palantir. Yeah, I definitely saw Palantir. I thought today, out of just because it's been moving, I thought today was just gonna come back
Weakness.
down. Yeah, with weakness, everybody start to take profit. Look at that move on the
That's
4 hour. That's one, two, three, four. That's pretty much four legs or four stairs, however you really want to call it. Two, three bull flags.
Yeah. But they're losing strength every single one, so I can kind of see.
Yep,
And it's the third day. Mostly by the third day after earnings is when you know
exactly.
you start
That's why I was
seeing.
like, for me to actually start looking into some calls, I needed to see a break below 24 and then break back above it and hold it, and I'll get into some calls there. If not, give it to me back at this 22. I'm fine buying it back at 22.
I got Google up. I think Google might break day's highs right here. Kind of wanted to get in right before this bar, but
You said
just
Google.
trying
Let me
to
pull it
watch
up.
for something.
Google
Actually,
GL or just straight up?
I, I just do Google WG. I don't know if the L is.
I
I don't know
usually
which
do
one
the
it is.
L.
I don't know. I feel like it's one last letter to hit, so I just. Damn, am I gonna keep doing freaking weeklies? I mean, daily, pretty much no.
Yeah, break and hold above 147 would be nice. You have some resistance at this 147.3.
I want to get into something after we break 500. I just feel it coming now. Maybe Palantir. I don't know. Microsoft. No, Microsoft's already tested base highs.
Yeah, you have some resistance up in this 147, 148. I need to see Google break and hold. Google with L, Class A, break and hold
Uh,
above 148.
oh, so that's the Class A.
Yeah,
See, look at it. It's freaking going to days high. See, I knew it. I felt it.
and there's SPY.
Yeah, I felt that Google move.
And with all that
CrowdStrike is feeling it.
premium burn, you're up 20% on that SPY move. Just 20%.
That's, that's killer.
That kills.
That's a crazy scalp that we could have, even with damn Google. Jesus, I don't know. Sometimes charts just speak to me, and
I know
that
what you
one
mean.
spoke to me. And Microsoft, and Microsoft,
I know exactly what you mean.
it spoke to me. I want to get into something on this $500 break. Damn, Google, you're beautiful. Damn, this is
Damn, that's
beautiful.
that. That's the push right here.
Yeah, bro,
Either
I
either
felt it
we
coming.
either we
You know
break and
what?
hold 500 on SPY, or we reverse. We're sitting literally in the middle.
I'm about to break right now. I might have to just trade Nvidia because I mean I'm in doubt. I'm in doubt. I missed all these other ones. It'll be
Google
a
for
super
me,
tight loss.
I need. I honestly need it above that 148. Again, it's Friday for me. It's so far this year. Fridays haven't been too good to me. So
I'm in on 720s
720
Nvidias.
Nvidia.
Let's break. Yeah, let's get this 500. Let's break this and super tight loss. Um, Damn, the SPY's already kind of rejected. Nvidia's traded well though. Got at least one bar out of it, but it is a weekly. Well, so super. I might even get out right now. Damn, Google's still freaking golden. Yep, I'm getting out. That was just a FOMO trade since I didn't want it.
SPY's reacting off
Looks like
that 499.
Yeah, no, that's making me want to hold because it's literally just wake this view up. Google's on news too. They just released a little freaking Bard
Didn't
like
they
bot again.
um what's their AI called?
Yeah, Bard. They just released it again with the little subscription.
Yeah, but it's called Bar. I think it started with like a G or a
I
C.
Oh, they have Gemini, I think
Gemini,
so.
that's what it is. See,
Yeah, they
I
have
thought
that.
Google was gonna take a page of Facebook Meta and
Yep,
call
yep,
themselves like AI Alphabet or change their Google to Gemini and like
yeah,
focus in on that being the number one search engine. Like instead of saying like, oh, Google that, it's like, oh, Gemini that.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, okay.
that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought they were gonna do. Kind of like what Facebook did with Meta. So it's like, oh yeah, we're metaverse, meta, not Facebook anymore. So that's literally what I thought Google did. But I think Google's just gonna take it like this is part of us, not Google. It's you know,
yeah.
I think they dropped the ball on that one. They should have taken advantage, especially with the AI and cybersecurity push.
Yeah, I mean, and they've been on it for so long.
Exactly. That's I think they dropped the ball on that one. My opinion. My opinion. I want
And
anybody to be
I
like,
think a
yeah.
lot of people think that. I think a lot of people think that.
Oh, it was their chance, especially with the earnings and everything. Like with AI, like this is your chance to say, hey, we are encouraging everybody to instead of basically going into Google for the search engine, we're replacing it with the AI with our Gemini. Gemini this and say instead of saying okay Google or hey Google, say hey Gemini, do a commercial like that. Maybe come out with the didn't they have glasses that came out already, right? The Google
Um,
VR
yeah, those
glasses.
a lot.
Yeah.
Those
So
lots
I would do a commercial
helmet.
around that with those glasses and be like, okay, Gemini, to compete with Apple and Meta's Oculus.
Yeah, they need to try to bring that back out just with a punch. Like they kind of scrapped it because it wasn't. It was too early. I'm sure it was
Yeah,
like kind of nice, but it was too early. People felt freaked about like having being able to be recorded by their glasses and stuff because it was a
exactly.
Google lenses.
But it's the perfect time to revamp those with instead of saying okay Google, would you be like Gemini, da 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 da, kind of
You
like
know.
fucking Iron Man, like hey Jeeves,
Yeah.
Jarvis Jeeves. Oh well,
Yes,
I'm
find
not
your
the
arses
CEO
up
on that,
tonight.
so all I do is hold Google shares.
I know it's just you're just mad. Everybody who owns Google shares is mad. Like, what the heck? How did
Yeah,
you drop the ball so early?
that's exactly it. I'm
How
like,
did,
they could
and then
do
they
so
made a
much.
reactionary move by rushing it out and then just fumbled the whole. You know what I'm saying? The whole rollout.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they could do so much, especially now around AI. Like, come on. I think chips, um, like Nvidia and AMD and stuff like that, they're gonna slow down a little bit, and then AI, cybersecurity, semis start to get a little bit more of a push. End of the year, Nvidia is gonna skyrocket. That's my opinion. I think Nvidia is gonna skyrocket more really at the end of the year when people start to realize that uh, AI is really gonna be a little bit more heavier on chips than they think, than they believe. Because I think right now they're like,
Mm,
oh yeah, it's heavy on chips, but not really, because the GPUs. But once they realize that it's gonna be even heavier with all the stuff that they want AI and everything to do, I think it's gonna
you know,
skyrocket at the end of the year, especially around election.
as long as we get clarity on not, I don't think you're gonna get clarity, but a little bit more. I would say a sigh of relief on TSM
Mm,
and Taiwan and that whole
yeah,
geopolitical, tension. I think that would bring a little bit more institutional buyers maybe, or at least take that risk of them having to now have to outsource to a different chip foundry,
Yeah.
and it might, might equal it, at least get its next leg run, or at least bring more institutional money. I think more safer money, because right now people
Unless they
are
they
still worried
invest
about the.
heavily on the chip makers here in Chicago.
They should. I know that right now they're passing out the funds. They just started passing out some of the funds from
Yeah.
the Chips Act.
It's so smart to have it in Chicago because you have Detroit right there, and it's just basically a truck ride over to Detroit or even crossing the water over to Detroit, and we have all the technology going on into Detroit with the
Yeah.
cars, and the government contracts with um New York and all these other places. Even I mean, just look at every single cop car. It's Ford pretty much.
Hmm.
And they go hybrid. They start putting in a little bit more chips and AI into all of their stuff. That's the smart play to do. That's a little hint on real estate as well. On
Now
real
come on,
estate, on
quit
trucking
shopping.
business. I'm trying to go on to a trip to Detroit to look at some properties out there.
I would love to.
So
Um,
we got to
like I
plan.
said,
We
I think we
definitely got to
talked
plan
about
that.
that. Yeah.
I've been saying that I've been trying to go down there for a while, but with, with everything that's been going on, I think I just gotta book book it and just you know just plan it and book it.
We
See
got
who's really gonna go.
pre-planned a little bit of it. Yeah, definitely. But I think we got pre-planned a little bit, like what we want tech this, and then plan the rest of it maybe in the plan. So it's like we don't have to
Hmm.
worry about like, oh, everything got to fit out. So it's like at least plan out maybe some locations, or
I
locations and
definitely got the
different plans.
locations where to invest. But I definitely gotta figure out like I don't know if my brother's gonna go. I'm definitely gonna tell you. Um, I definitely got some people that wanna invest. I got the money ready to go. So I'll
Mm.
figure it out. I just gotta figure out a day that works for you and I. We'll speak on
Yeah,
that on the side. December
like
CPI
yeah,
revised lower.
yes, it did.
I just saw that
I
on
think it got
TV.
higher. Scaling out of some Nvidias here at 125
Hey,
as a new day's high.
when
Yep,
in
let's
doubt,
go. Let's
Nvidia will
Nvidia.
help you out.
Nvidia.
That's beautiful move, bro. That was a beautiful move. Yes, it has some volume coming in here too.
Yeah, scaled them out. Uh,
If this
like
breaks
this.
712, oh my god.
I just want to see if the market's gonna, because if we can crack the 500, then we're going to another leg. But it looks like it's projecting thing again, so I'm just gonna get out of all maybe right now.
Time is it 10:10?
Because these premiums do get burnt. These premiums do get burnt quickly. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out, even though I think it could still push here, but I see it's 499.50 on 55. Keep getting rejected on
Yeah, Google came back to pull back into this
uh,
147. I'll tell you that whole area between 147 and 148. It has to break above that 148 for me to get into some calls. You could get into some high risk calls here. It is losing volume into this 147. It's a little bit more of a high risk. I would keep a tight leash. I would keep it 146.5. Break and hold below that. 25 cents potentially to make $1. Risk to reward ratio would be
nice exit on Nvidia.
a 3 to 1, 3.5. It's not a bad risk to reward ratio. More high risk than anything though.
Might get out of this net that I've been holding. It's kind of just losing premium.
Yeah, that's kind of where I see everything right now. Nothing really has done it unless you grab like that 104, 105 bounce on net, or you already in it. Um, Spy broke above 499, but it's in between this little zone. Whether we completely reject it or bounce up to 500, who knows? Google back below 147. SPX. Um, you could potentially get that SPX 5000. I'd potentially look to get into that again.
I think it is. I think it's gonna test. I mean, the video is gonna hold on and break off right now. And that shit about to go. Microsoft might help us some.
I'll, I'd,
Google going right back to VWAP, but
I'd like to see the
oh,
reaction off that 5,498 and 4,000 4,998. Excuse me. It's like a tongue twister today. I need more coffee.
I've been slowly sipping mine. I definitely had to take a drive just to get to the office. So it was like, you know what I'm saying, get
Hmm.
here, prep up. I haven't even eaten lunch. I need to go eat a lunch. Getting soon to it.
I don't know what
I
I'm gonna eat
got
today.
maybe one more trade in me. What would he at? Like 3 for 3 already?
Yeah.
Might be Unity. Unity in Microsoft.
Yeah, I definitely thought I had more coffee in my cup. It's gone. It's like when you think you have a little bit left and you don't look and you try to sip the cup
Yeah,
and there's
it's all
nothing
sugar.
there's nothing but like a drop. That's what it was.
Yeah. What's Tesla doing? Just because I'm curious. Oh, all right.
Tesla's
Not
moving,
bad.
but
Not bad. Not
that
bad.
190 retest. Look for that. 190, 189. It's a nice level right there. You could get into Tesla 195, 191.5, but ideally I love that 190 retest on Tesla. Spy's holding 499, but it's for me it's in no man's land. It's like trying to grab a cloud right now. Hey, what I say? Google break and hold below 146.75 would have been your stop, and it did not break below that. It touched 147, and it is 140. Let's see, low 146.8. Excuse me, and it's back above 147. I don't know if we're squeezing or we're just gonna consolidate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it looks like we're squeezing, but then it also looks like we're just consolidating here on Spy. But all these wicks, top wicks, bottom wicks, in this zone here, 499, 500. Anything in here, no trade zone for me.
No trade zone. No
Yeah,
trade zone.
there's Google.
I know better.
Like I said, it was defending that 147 very nicely. It never touched the stop. You have room if it breaks above 147.5, you have that room up to that 148 or close to it. You could start look to trim at 147.7 or even 146.6. But definitely, if you got into those calls, start looking to trim at these highs. 147.5. You're about 9 cents away from that, so start looking to trim some there.
Name some trades. Oh, there it goes. New videos break.
And the video just broke.
Yeah. I was paying attention to. Oh, damn, Google. Be well.
That's exactly what I was saying about Google. I was like, comes
Yeah.
down, retest that
I'm just
147. I
sending
should have
it.
saw it on the 5 minute, but I've been watching the 15 minute. It held and closed above that 147. That should have been my indication to get into some calls. I called it before it even happened too. Oh well, I'm fine with my 10% today so far.
I'm at 15%. Let's go. 15.65.
Damn, there's SPY.
Maybe got one more trade in me. Now, is this the crack to 500? When you gonna crack this shit?
Those 499 calls are hovering at 125 with this move here. We got in at 95. This should be
Mm,
on 0 DTEs. That tells you how much premium burned on that.
yeah.
We got in
Full
just
market
before
video.
499.
499.
We got in just before 499 break. We got in about 499.8 around there, and it's at 499.60. Our calls were at $95 per contract, and they're at one. We saw them at 125. That burn of premium, those whole basically 60 cents, destroyed those contracts.
CyberArk has been steady up. Microsoft just did its move, which is helping the Qs look to new highs. Spies is fighting at 500.
Yep.
Apple sideways. At the
These
mid
wicks is
50s.
just ridiculous. Like, what are you doing, Spy?
Pretty much Cyber Day today. Most.
I'm gonna call it soon. I definitely gotta go to the dealership, to take the car to do its little oil change and everything.
Yeah, I just did an oil change, changed the filter.
That's exactly what I gotta
I
go
feel
do.
like I gotta stop putting so much miles on it. That's what I gotta do. I drive that thing like it's a Honda. It's smooth, so it doesn't tell me nothing's wrong. But
I know what you mean though.
I don't,
Like the resale
every
value and
time,
everything. It's just like, the more miles you put on it, the more wear and tear.
no, my car screams at me sometimes. After a while, it'll just start screaming and say, "Hey, take a break," and I'll have like a coffee symbol on it. Then, attention, take a break.
Damn coin. All I needed to do was
I
to come
know.
down a little bit lower. Just a little lower. Same thing with net.
It's, I
Like,
was thinking the same exact thing.
fuck.
I'm in Palantir. I was just looking at. Alright, I'm gonna have to trade Google today. Like the way it's open.
It's
Let's
holding
see.
nicely, but it just rejected highs. It's
Well, I wanted to reject it maybe one more time and go back to VWAP.
Where's VWAP? Let me see. VWAP on the
Yesterday
five.
making on Google.
It literally came
5
down
on
and touched
VWAP.
VWAP exactly.
I know. And then literally just right out of it. Then just like three soldiers right there.
Yep. It's a nice hammer off the VWAP. That would have been your entry right there. You could have kept stops below that candle.
Hmm.
You would have entered at that 147 break and hold above it because it closed at 147.07. You would have kept stops at this 146.8, and you would have looked for a move at high of day to take majority of those off, hold some runners for for a move up into this 148.
Them and Palantir was a close almost buy.
And what's funny is I did call Google without even seeing the VWAP and nothing like that. I was like 147. Keep your stops below that 146.75. Break and hold below that. That risk to reward ratio is 3.5. If you want to see it again, I'll do it one more time. Boom. There it is. That's that 3.5. That's what we had earlier today when I was speaking about it.
Yeah, I thought Nvidia would have cracked on 500 cracked that thing. Said nope, I do my own thing.
Yeah. Nvidia is just Nvidia. I think that's what everybody has to realize. This year and last year, Nvidia is just Nvidia. Remember how Tesla was, where it was just like Tesla is Tesla?
Bro,
That's
I was
exactly how
putting this
Nvidia
on,
is.
and I was putting this on every single like Twitter X.
Yep.
Like it was almost like 2 years ago. Now it was a little bit, probably a little bit before 2 years. I want to say it was like at least a good year and maybe some change. I'm like, Nvidia's the new momentum stock. Like it overtook Tesla as the biggest momentum. It used to be
Yep.
Tesla and then Nvidia. Now it's like
It's
it's
straight up
Nvidia.
Nvidia.
Nvidia is the biggest momentum stock.
There's the break above days high on Google. Um, I would keep stops at 147.3. So at that point, you do that, and you keep your stops at 147.3.
AMD took off with some volume.
There's a completely
Okay.
risk-free trade right there.
AMD took off. Oh wait, is Unity making the move? I'm trading in Unity. Lagging.
If you grabbed Google, you are welcome.
Let me go back to volume.
Keep those stops at 147.3. Those 500 calls, 0 DTEs on SPY, they're back to where basically when I got into the 499s, they were hovering at 59.60 per call. That's wild.
And Cyber Arc is just steady up.
Alright, if it
Steady up.
touches 10:30, it's almost 10:30. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of my game plan before I head out. SPY, either we break days low. Again, that 498 is kind of the line in the sand for me for a move lower. Break and hold above 500. You could look for calls. Net, break and hold above 118. Come down to the 100, 102 level. Still like that. Coin, break and hold 145. Still like that. Bounce at this 135, 137. I might not
Oh my god.
careful at the 137 though, but it does look good with everything holding. You have potential to this 130 133.8 area. Disney 104.86 to 106 for bounce level. 113 break and hold above that. Google, if you're still in Google to manage your trade again, keep your stops at 147.3 and take full profit at 147.8 to 147.7 to 147.8. SPX you could correlate with SPY. If it comes back down to this 498 5,000 level, you could take a relief bounce. And Nvidia, break and hold above 712. That's what I got. But I am about to be out of here. It's 3 more minutes. I'm gonna start getting ready. So I hope you guys have a good one. Don't forget to take some withdrawals and pay yourself. We had a green week. We had no red days, which is beautiful, especially on an earnings week. So trade safe. Have a good weekend. Make sure to take profit.
Nice.
Like and
All right,
subscribe.
yeah.
I'll see you everybody. Round and I'll shoot
All
you a
right, man.
text
Take
over.
care.
Alright,
All
man.
right, man. Yeah. Stay green, stay green. Always invest for the best. Everybody have a great day.